On a cold and rainy day in October, we drove to Red Hook Terminals to meet up with the good folks from Billion Oyster Project and deliver the Riparian Award. COVID rules and high winds made it a little awkward, but we were thrilled that Executive Director Pete Malinowski and Director of Restoration Katie Mosier were there to accept.
Thank you so much, Heather, for this incredible honor. We're so grateful. So Billion Oyster Project, we're a small nonprofit located on Governor's Island right over there. And we work to restore oyster reefs to New York Harbor through public education initiatives, because we believe that, we know that New York Harbor is New York City's biggest and best looking open space, and we think that all New Yorkers should feel welcome and feel like they have access to enjoy the resource. And the one way that we achieve that is by getting as many people as possible in the New York metro region to work together with us to restore oyster reefs to New York Harbor. So if we were looking out here 400 years ago, we'd see a harbor that was totally full of fish, sky totally full of birds, and all of that habitat has been lost because, and one of the main reasons for that is that we harvested all the oysters. So essentially New York Harbor is a 200,000 acre barren landscape. And by restoring oysters to the harbor, we can rebuild the ecosystem that used to be here and restore some of that, bioproductivity back to the harbor. And we hope that by doing that, we will build new pathways for access, awareness, and appreciation for the resource. And I'm really excited to have this incredible honor, so thank you. And I'm also excited to be standing here with Katie Mosier, who's been a partner in crime with me and Billion Oyster Project for the last decade or so, working on this stuff, and has done a lot of our work and has led a lot of our work in the Hudson River over the last several years. So Katie, you want to talk about that?
Yeah, so I want to start by just saying a little bit about where we are right now. You can see Red Hook Terminal is behind us, and this is a place where this year we started doing something new and different. We started putting oyster shells in gabions with oysters, live oysters on top of them, and setting those out. But to back up a little, one of the main ways that we've restored in a really large way over the past few years is working up in Tappan Zee near the Mario Cuomo Bridge, and we've created 6 acres of reef habitat up there. We did it in a different way with no oysters here. And the reason that's special to us is because when you put shell down in gabions with no live oysters on them, you're waiting for something, you're expecting something really special to happen, which is oysters that live in the estuary as larvae are going to come and settle on them without you having to do any other work. And for us, this is special because it's a really hopeful process. You put it down and you wait and see what's going to happen, and then a year later, you get an oyster reef, and this is what's been happening up the Hudson River, and is starting to happen further and further down the Hudson, all the way down to the lower harbor, and we're really excited to see that process develop. So we're really excited to see what's happening in New York and New Jersey, all throughout the harbor on both sides, and the Hudson blossoming again, and we're just really grateful for groups like yours and collaborating with groups like ours, and looking forward to more of that. So thank you.
And as Katie said, we're here at Red Hook Terminals, and this is, we appreciate getting this award, but Billion Oyster Project is really about partnerships with other organizations, and where we're standing now is at Red Hook Terminals, and through their support and the support of the good folks at Local 1814, we've been able to greatly expand our ability to grow and restore oysters. So thank you so much for this incredible honor.
Yeah.